Recovery teams racing to clear rubble before more aftershocks erupt in Italy. Frederick Plakin reports after the debris is cleared, some of the affected villages are deciding whether or not to rebuild.
The grueling work continues for Italian search crews still pulling bodies from the rubble. Whole communities have been shattered by the loss of life and infrastructure. Massimo Perazzi was in the hardest hit town of Amatrice when the earth began to shake. It was my daughter's birthday the day of the quake, he says. We'd organized a party. 5 of the girls who were invited were killed in the quake. She had played with some of them the night before the disaster. More than 200 people died in Amatrice alone. Italy's prime minister has vowed to rebuild this ancient town, but some of the smaller villages in this mountainous area may not be so lucky. This is Capricchia, just down the road from Amatrice.
Like so many villages in this area, this one's been evacuated after the earthquake, but the residents here face a much more fundamental question, and that is whether they'll ever be able to return to their homes, whether this village will be viable in the future.
Rossella Santarelli is one of only 12 residents of Capricchia. She's been staying in this camper van since the quake struck, afraid to enter any building because of frequent aftershocks. I don't think there will be a future, she says. Our village is poor. There are no people and no jobs. Amatrice is 5 miles away, but there's nothing left of that. As Rossella and the others survey the damage to their houses, Italy has some tough decisions to make. Should villages like this one, with a tiny population in an area prone to earthquakes, be fixed, or is it better and safer to abandon them? There are villages that were already empty before the quake, Rossella says. There are almost no young people anywhere. The towns are old. I think now they will really depopulate. For many tourists, villages like Capricchia epitomize the beauty of the Italian countryside. On top of the horrible human toll this earthquake has caused, in the long run, it may have accelerated the demise of a piece of this country's rich, ancient heritage as well.